let's get off the rip. So the first side, Complexity, I think, in my opinion, going to be starting a little bit on the weaker side.
Complexity wants to keep the score low, keep it close.
And get a lot of one-point throws.
He just stuck him cross map.
And just not get trapped as Parasite starts out nice. I don't know if he realizes there's one mid-map, but he's going to get pushed there from the connector. Ricky going to be last alive, and you can see Drone already out. They're already going to be pushing forward here for points, and this is scary. So you're spawning at the bottom left side of the map. This is going to be one dunk through. You already see one player rotating back to mid-map, so that's going to be Enable and Clayster dealing with the overextension in mid. The good thing, you actually split a little bit there for Complexity, but it paid off because you won a couple key gunfights. So you've got control of your base and going to be able to push back for control middle map.
You're going to see Enable lose that gunfight, but Faze still 2-0. The hot start from Attach. Stay on board with him. See what was actually going on. Actually, you know, Miracles, he's got the drone in hand, and they're actually trying to make a push down Palace side. So go on board with him. He's going to get cut down. Enable and Attach able to win those. And how have you liked Enable's transition to an SMG role? You know, obviously one of the better AR players at the beginning of the game and kind of threw Clayster off a little bit. I think Enable's actually transitioned quite well. The first few games I saw is a little bit rough, but now starting to come into his own.
I just think he has competed in console FPS for so long between, you know, the Halo series, the Call of Duty series. I don't think there's much that I wouldn't trust him to do. Honestly, when you're talking about a role,
yeah,
I just think he's unselfish enough. He's wise enough that I think he can play any role that he needs to be, and we're kind of seeing that with this Faze team. He switched it up, him and Clayster, but they've both kind of found a home now, and I think they both feel pretty comfortable.
Anyone who was around at my first event has been around for a very long time. Yeah. Experience is kind of an understatement with Enable. You see he's going to take the drone, just kind of hitting the back wall right on
He's waiting for this player to get forward. Unfortunately, Clayster runs right by. So that's going to cue Enable here. I think he's a little bit in trouble. He's not going to be able to just sit here and jockey. Yeah, he is going to move back. He's got a second player to cover him, though. That's going to be Zuma. Is Zuma going to realize there is a player from behind? He does. He's going to challenge. And now, just get the 1 point. This is a safe toss. And now pushing from the... Doesn't make it. Is that actually going to turn into two potentially? Because look at Clayster coming around the back. This might actually pay off. He's going to be able to grab one, but not before it gets off. If he connected his shots a little bit better there, might have been able to shut that down and potentially get one.
Yeah, Man of War, pretty difficult to shoot flying through the air like that. And even for Enable getting a chance to knock down a 1 point throw, pretty impressive. It didn't look like they were going to be able to get anything out of it, but it's going to be two dead. And look at the position of that player all the way up on glass for Faze. Actually, going through bottom broken. He's going to be the lead blocker for this team. It's going to be Zuma. It's going to be able to get one. And that should really open things up for Attach to get a 2 point play. Fantastic job by Zuma. Get pushed all the way up into the base. And you see Attach winning a gunfight after scoring that. He's only going to be 350 away from the Lightning. So let's see if he plays for these streaks. I don't think they're too important on Breach.
You're okay right now if you're Complexity, though. 4-0 isn't that bad on this side, I think. Like a 4 point lead.
You just can't let it get out of control.
Don't let it get any further than this, though. I think you can survive 4 points. I just think you have to try to hold it here. The good thing is there's only about 2 minutes left, so if you can play some good base defense, you'll be looking all right, but that is not what's happening here. Is one player getting aggressive forward. That's going to be Attach. He's going to be calling in the HC, which is actually going to kind of act as a lead blocker there. He's going to pass it back, turn, try to pick one up. Enable still has it, though. Able to drop there in the bottom green before getting picked off. He has camo as well. This should be a dunk. Activates it, able to flush it through. 6-0 lead, and now with 90 seconds left, things getting a little more scary, I think, right now for Complexity.
And that's a perfect use of camo, right? You know, you have only one lead blocker. You're going up against two or three players. Guarantees the dunk in that situation. Ricky trying to get off a 1 point throw, and it goes right over the top of the goal. You see Zuma picking up two. It's going to clear out his base, and it's actually one player snuck by underneath in lab. Who's this? It's going to be Parasite. He's going to try and put an end to this Faze push. And does a nice job getting one mid-map. Going to thwart it a little bit, but two players pushed deep into the Complexity base. Not good for Complexity. You see Attach putting down some shaky shots. Finally able to finish off Miracles, but this should at least be a 1 point throw. And you actually see Nameless and Ricky picking up two big kills. So that's
you got a chance for a counter here. Parasite's going to push forward. Hell, he would have grabbed the drone. He might have been able to give himself a 1 point toss.
The base is wide open.
He would have had a 1 point toss because his positioning spawns them in Palace. They end up spawning kind of what bottom AC in Palace because of where he is. They have to know he's behind. They know there's a player that's not going to be able to play defense, so they say, screw it. We're going to grab the drone and go forward. So Parasite actually kind of gives them a favorable spawn, and this is going to end up being points. I think Parasite should just grab the drone and hit a 1 point shot.
He has 1 point toss easy. Yeah. I mean, I think he's waiting for a teammate to get pushed up, and he's like going to be the guy who's going to slay out.
You cannot.
There's nobody there.
You cannot get in an aggressive
position. It's going to be another 2 point play
unless you're doing something. You have to be picking up kills or doing something.
Attach,
all you're doing.
Just wait to the final seconds to put the sand.
You're spawning them at mid-map, basically. You're spawning them at drone.
And Attach waits till the final seconds to put that in. Let's play, set up mid-map. It's going to be a 10-0 first half